Happy Friday, Kimberly Panthers. This is Mr. Sally welcoming you to another edition of my Friday weekly video bulletin. It is Friday, November the it's November the 15th. I don't know what I'm thinking about. 2019. We are 1 week away from Thanksgiving break. I think that's why I was thinking about the 20s in November, because once we get into those 20s, it means that we are on Thanksgiving break. Anyway, I'm so blessed to be the principal here at Kimberly Elementary School, where we strive to build hope in action, belief in action, success in action. Parents and students, I am exhausted but excited. Today was a very exciting day here at Kimberly Elementary School, where we celebrated Thanksgiving with our boys and girls and their families. Our pre-K, kindergarten, second, and fourth grade boys and girls, along with their family members, were able to participate in a wonderful Thanksgiving meal of turkey and dressing, casserole. I'm sorry, I paused for a second. I was trying to remember what we had. I was about to say macaroni and cheese, but it wasn't. It was a broccoli cheese casserole. We had cranberry sauce. We had some wonderful rolls, sweet tea for our parents, and some steamed carrots. I'm sorry. It was extremely good, and I want to say thank you to our cafeteria staff for all of their help. Thank you to our teachers for being flexible today, and most importantly, thank you to our parents who were able to participate in this today. We will have another one on Monday for grades 1, 3, and 5. And just to remind you of the times, grade 1 will start at 10:40 and it'll last until 11:25. Grade 3 will start at 11 a.m. and will last until 11:45. And then grade 5 will begin about 11:30 and last until 12:15. If you are eating with your youngster on Monday, you must eat with them during the time period that their Thanksgiving luncheon will be taking place. We will not be able to pull kids from any other grade level to have them come down, because we're trying to ensure that we have enough room for the parents and the students for that particular grade level. There is a little bit of overlap, so if you have a first and a third grader, there is a little bit of overlap where you may be able to have eaten with your first grader and then finish with your third, and the same with third and fifth. But we will not be inviting any kindergarten, pre-K, second grade, or fourth grade students down to the Thanksgiving luncheon on Monday. They will be having sack lunches in their class, as the alternate grades did today. Last night, I went to a Washington, D.C. informational meeting over at Continental Colony. We only had one of our parents to attend that meeting, so we're going to try to schedule another meeting, and I'll give information about that after the break for parents here at Kimberly Elementary School. But in March, we will be hosting a Washington, D.C. trip. And that trip will cost approximately $600. And they're taking payments that will the first payment will be due in December. So I'll probably send out some additional information for our families who would like to participate in that trip. We're hoping to get at least 10 families from Kimberly Elementary School to participate in the Washington, D.C. trip. Our fall book fair opened up today, so there are plenty of books for our youngsters to get up there and buy and read. So if your son or daughter comes home and asks you for some money for the book fair, please send it. It will be open all the way up until next week, Thursday. So it opened up today because we had our first Thanksgiving luncheon, and it'll last all the way until next week, Thursday. This coming Saturday, that's actually tomorrow, the Parent and Family Engagement Conference is taking place at Thero High School. If you did not register, don't worry about it. I'm sure they're not turning away anybody. The conference begins at 8:30 a.m. Over at Thero, and it lasts until 3 p.m. So please come on out, and there'll be several sessions with presenters and a vast amount of information. Our Girls on the Run have been practicing for the last couple of months, and I'm excited to say that their culminating activity, their 5K, is taking place this Sunday. Parents, please come out and support our Girls on the Run on Sunday, November 17th at the Georgia State Stadium. That race will begin at about 9 a.m. So we're looking forward to our very own team being there. But any of you all who would like to participate, I'm sure you can register once you get there. But if you have already registered, that will help guarantee you a shirt once you get there. But please come on out this Sunday and participate in the Girls on the Run 5K. Our Picture Day Makeup Day is listed here, but I don't see the date for it. We are actually doing that on the 19th, so that's next week. Tuesday is our fall picture day, makeup day. So if your son or daughter took pictures that you did not like, or if they missed our fall picture day because maybe you weren't a student at Kimberly yet, you will be able to take pictures on Tuesday. Next week, Wednesday, we'll have our decade dance. So the theme for the dance is decades. So we hopefully to see some kids dressed in 70s or 80s, maybe even 60s attire. And I guess for our youngsters, 90s attire would also probably be sufficient, huh? And so, but that dance will be taking place on Wednesday, November 20th from 2:45 until 4 o'clock. Again, dances end at 4 o'clock. There's a $2 admission, and snacks will also be available for sale. Next week, we'll also be sending home progress reports on the 21st. Those progress reports, again, will not be mailed this time. We only mail home the report cards. Progress reports will be sent home in the Thursday folder. As I'm looking at our calendar, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything else that is important. And what I'm seeing on here is next week, Thursday, we're having our first kickoff of our Schoolwide Dojo party. And that's taking place at 12:45 next Thursday. This is a student-only event, so I'm just giving you the information about it. So as your son or daughter is talking to you about how many dojo points they have, because there's a goal for each individual grade level for the number of dojo points. If you're not connected with the dojo, you may want to email your child's teacher and ask them to send you the communication so you can get connected. But our youngsters will actually be celebrating and participating in a school-wide dojo party. So not only will there be fun and games and treats, but there'll also be concessions for sale on that day as well. We're still in the process of hopefully being able to plan for our 5th graders to take the trip to see Harriet on next Friday. Parents, you probably was sent home a permission slip asking for you to contribute $2 for the bus. Please make sure that you send that back with your contribution, and we will give you the final information about that trip on Tuesday. We're running into a little bit of an issue getting communication with the movie theater to ensure that we're going to be able to get our kids there, but we'll let you know for sure on Tuesday. This actually looks like it's about all that I have to talk about. I may not do a video next week, Friday, because it will be the Friday before Thanksgiving. So I will remind you that we do have Thanksgiving break November 25th through the 29th. So I want to thank you for taking a few minutes to join me during my weekly video bulletin. If you know anyone that is not getting this message, please make sure you have them to tune in to our Facebook page, our Twitter page. Class Dojo are places in which I share it, but I also send it out through the APS app. So if you've not downloaded the APS app, please go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Apps Store and look for the APS app. And on there, you'll be able to get plenty of information about happenings at our school and throughout the district. This concludes our message for this Friday. Have a wonderful weekend.